legitimate concern, no concern right now for winners of 6 straight.
No, this team is built for the long haul. Their roster can support so many different trends in the season, and they're the best team in baseball. And people are talking about, can they repeat? Well, time will tell on that, and they're hitting on all cylinders right now offensively. They're dangerous in a lot of areas. If they stay away from the injury bug, look for them to win over 100 games this year.
They have the best record by a half game over the Mets in Major League Baseball, and about a month ago, they swept the Atlanta Braves to get to 8-0. The Braves dropped to 0-7 at that point in the season. Their offense was not able to muster much against 2 very good teams in San Diego and Los Angeles. You see the low numbers. Jurix and Profar done for half the season due to a PED suspension, but they've won 14 of their last 24. Have lost back-to-back games with limited offense, but overall during this last month, significantly better offensively.
Yeah, they're waiting for a couple guys to get healthy, and Acuna being the one, but this team is pretty simple. When they put the ball in play, when they win, they score, and they're average, as you see right there. When they don't win, they don't put the ball in play, they strike out a lot. It's a simple process. They need to get back to their identity. They're getting closer to that. When Acuna gets in the lineup, it's a game changer.
Yeah, Ronald Acuna Jr., remember, had about 12 months ago that ACL injury, and he is looking to recover from that. Third member of our broadcast team has been trying to keep dry for the last 3 hours. Ken Rosenthal is down on the field.
Thanks, Adam. Truist Park opened in 2017. This is the latest a game has ever started here. The reason? Neither team wanted to play a doubleheader tomorrow. For the Dodgers, one roster move today. Tommy Edman to the injured list with right ankle inflammation. His replacement, the Korean free agent Hae-Sung Kim. He is a defensive specialist, a speedy base runner. Expect to see him off the bench.
Signed him to a 3-year deal this past January. Here is the Dodger batting order, which has scored 53 runs during their 6-game win streak. Same lineup as last night, except for one change in the number 9 spot. They will bring Chris Taylor in for Miguel Rojas, who was the starting second baseman last night. Take a look at Fox Foresight. It's powered by Google Cloud. And John, with this offense scoring the way it has, these are some of the opportunities that they have tonight. It's been a very good run, especially against Atlanta pitching.
Well, they're definitely loaded in every area, and you can see when they score 5 runs, their chances of what happens. And look, this team, their offense is going to carry them top heavy, top 4 or 5 guys, and their pitching, when healthy, is really good. So statistics don't lie, and when they get to these numbers, they're pretty darn hard to beat.
Thanks to Google Cloud for powering these real-time insights. So for the second time in his major league career, the young Spencer Schwellenbach will make a start against the Los Angeles Dodgers. 5 of his 6 outings have been quality starts so far this year.
This young man is built for a long-term success. He has the makeup, the stuff. He throws strikes, maybe sometimes a little bit too often early on, and that's been a little bit of an issue where the hitters have gotten some success early. But you give me a strike thrower and you give me the stuff he's got, this is going to be a top right arm in the league for years to come.
John, let's take a look at the keys to the game. They're sponsored by Charles Schwab.
Well, the keys to the game really is the LA continue that offensive surge. And again, it starts with the top of their lineup and that man right there. And then the Braves have a matchup problem with a guy that doesn't throw a lot of strikes, but they swing at too many balls out of the zone. So they've got to stay in the zone offensively to have success against Sasaki.
Take a look at tonight's same game parlay. It's available now on FanDuel. Betts and Freeman, couple of ex-MVPs. Freeman, of course, the former Brave. And Schwellenbach, who has been rock solid with 33 strikeouts to just 6 walks. Man, he has been very good in his year plus in the major leagues at throwing strikes. We'll face the dangerous Shohei Ohtani, the reigning MVP. And off we go at 10:21 Eastern Time. Here tonight, 3-hour and 6-minute delay officially, but we have baseball on a late Saturday night, and it's quickly 0-2 on Shohei.
Yeah, he does not mess around. I was not really good after 2 hours plus rain delay, and he's young enough to be able to handle this because this delay throws you off your routine. You're sitting around, maybe playing cards, watching video, and he has come out doing the thing he does best, throwing strikes right away.
Here's an 0-2, and Ohtani reaches out to stay alive. 0 for 4 yesterday with a couple of strikeouts. The Dodgers offense has been great as of late. 10 hits or more in 7 of their last 9 games, but they won last night with just 4 hits in a 2-1 victory. Ohtani fouls it back.
There's that splitter that keeps getting a little bit better for Spencer, and his ability to throw this pitch and manipulate. You see the action moving away from left-handers. He's going to have that slider working, a lot of chase after the slider, and low breaking balls. He gives up virtually no hits on it.
Another 0-2 pitch, and a curveball misses. That splitter you were talking about, John, opponents hitting just 120 against that splitter. His slider opponents are hitting just 114. His 2 excellent strikeout pitches so far for Schwellenbach, who comes home with a 1-2, and Ohtani ropes it into center field to get things started.
Now that's what Ohtani does best. 95+ miles an hour fastball, and he got one, and probably didn't get it inside as much as he would have liked there. With the breaking ball that he possesses, he throws this ball and it comes center, and the only good news for Spencer is the ball stayed in the park. But look for the second time he faces Ohtani, if he gets into that situation, to make the necessary adjustment. That's what I was talking about, being a young pitcher who thinks his way through the game.
Ohtani is ahead of his pace from last year stealing bases. Mookie Betts takes a strike. Ohtani lifted 59 bags a year ago. He's got 9 already, past his pace from a season ago. And a check over to Ohtani, first disengagement.
Yeah, Ohtani, I think, in his mind, until he's pitching about late.
It's for a 2-2. Ohtani stays. Betts smacks it to first. Picked up by Olsen. The second baseman, Albies, cut it off. His thrown, unable to be picked out by Olsen. They'll get the lead out on Ohtani, and Betts is safe on a fielder's choice.
I don't know if Albies just got in the way there for the shortstop to hit that ball, but he was shaded over. Look how he's shaded over. But he catches this ball, and he's in a tough position to turn and make the throw. Matt Olson almost picks it off the ground.
Shohei Ohtani, first pitch swinging, cranks one out to center. Harris back, near the wall. Shohei Ohtani knocks one out to give the Dodgers the lead once more.
He's just that good. He knows that there's going to be a first pitch around the zone. He looks for a pitch, and this is a breaking ball. And he's kind of an all shucks type hitter. It doesn't. He makes it look easy.
Number 8 on the season for Ohtani, who hit 54 a year ago. And just like that, the Dodgers regained the lead. His second home run of the week. Betts hard hit ball, that's in the left center field. Well, Betts is aboard, and 102 miles an hour off his bat, 107 off of Ohtani's.
Yeah, you see the breaking ball just kind of rolls right there, and I told you the hitter will tell you everything you need to know as a pitcher, and that reaction says that ball was hit a long way. And then the pitcher only hopes that there's a possibility that his center fielder could time it. Top of the lineup is so deadly for the Dodgers.
Back here at Truist Park with Dodgers manager Dave Roberts. Dave, coming out of a 3-hour rain delay, what have you thought of Roki Sasaki?
I think he's been great. I think that obviously the pitch count's up a little bit, but I think his fastball is really playing. I like the command of it. He's able to kind of sprinkle in his breaking ball, his split, but the fastball command I think is really good tonight.
Shohei Ohtani, single and a home run. Dave, we've seen that. When can fans realistically expect to see him pitch again?
Well, he threw a 35-pitch bullpen today. Hopefully at some point in time we're going to start getting him to face some hitters and do some simulated games, start throwing some sliders. So, I mean, I think if you just look at the natural progression, he's still, a couple months away.
All right, 3-hour rain delay. What did you do to entertain yourself?
I watched a little basketball, did some scouting, watched a little bit of baseball, and just try to keep the guys loose. I actually got my neck cracked and just kind of went around the clubhouse and had a little fun with the guys, kept them loose.
Dave, thanks a lot. Adam, back to you.
Unfortunately, the Los Angeles Clippers fall to the Nuggets in Game 7, so both LA NBA teams eliminated. Austin Riley eliminated on a fastball from